Yo, what's poppin', guys? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, here. Let me start up my screen share. I'm not really seeing anything crazy coming to open today. Well, maybe not yet, at least. So you guys probably don't hear me like super excited, like, okay, guys, let's get this going. We do have some stuff that we can probably cook up. I mean, we have here. Let me screen share. We have 10 seconds left. Hopefully we can close below 616. That would be the best thing possible. Come on. Okay. Wait. We could probably cook something up here, probably, right? Um, when I started the stream, it was kind of like up here, and then we closed down here some way. All right. But yeah. In the meantime, let me kind of fix my ES. I completely forgot to fix it up this morning. With my levels and everything. So let me just do that really quick, just so I know that everything here is going as planned. One sec, guys. I just move this up here. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Okay. No, I'm not muted. I'm just not talking. I'm just not talking. I'm not talking. Or unless you guys can't hear me still. We can hear? You guys can hear me? It's all good? You muted? I hear you. Okay. I just wasn't talking. All right, guys. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of I can hear you. Okay. Perfect. Just making sure. Anyways, okay. So coming into market open, we're kind of getting the same setup as yesterday. If you guys remember, we ended up bouncing from this 15-minute gap here. We're kind of shooting back down into it, which is not bad. Let me prepare myself just in case we do end up what's it called? Just completely selling off and knifing. Let me just make sure I have all my price targets ready, because I do know where we would get a trade if we do end up going short, which would be from the setup that we were watching yesterday. If you guys remember, if you guys obviously tuned into the stream, you guys know we almost ended up getting an entry from this 15-minute inverse, but we ended up bouncing right over here at 551. All right, guys. So yeah, we're just keeping an eye out on that to see if we can get it. Now in the meantime, let me make sure that I'm live on YouTube, which I literally just went live as well. So really good timing on that. If my YouTube would show that I'm live, there we go. And put this out before anything happens. Really fast. Hold on, guys. Okay. So we have a few things going on. The volume looks pretty active. Well, it was like that yesterday for the first 10 minutes. So let's not get too excited here, because yeah, lately the markets have been a little bit slow, right? So we have a few things going on in the market, right? So we created a very nice bearish rally gap over here, and we're also currently bouncing. Oh, and my laptop connected. I gotta turn off my laptop. That's gonna be annoying. Okay. So pretty much what we have going on here, guys, is we're bouncing from this 15-minute gap, which we've bounced from quite a few times in the past, right? We created a gap here. We bounced from here, yesterday, and we're currently doing it today. Right now, if we can get a successful bounce from this gap into holding above 616, we could potentially look to inverse this fair value gap here and look to trade into higher into the internals, and maybe even the London, if I'm not mistaken. No, London is somewhere up here. This would be the internal. London would be up here, and then internal. So London, internal. Now that's if we even can hold the gap. Oh no. Oh my god. Bro, no way. Do we have to use the 1 minute? We don't even have anything up to 1 minute. Yeah, so I guess the market just wanted to bounce very strong. And there goes the setup. Surprise. What a good setup, bro. It got filled, so bro said the 1 minute. No, you never know. You never know. Right? Well, yeah, there goes the 5-minute setup there. Not much what we can really do there. Restart your live. I'm gonna restart my live, guys. I'll be back. One sec, guys. One sec. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me a lot better now. Let me know. Now it works perfect. All right. So all right, we're back. So yeah, we had a really good setup there. We had like 1 minute left into closing it, and nothing. Unfortunately, nothing, guys. But on the bright side, we can still get something, right? Just because we filled this gap here doesn't really mean that we can't get anything. It's just it's gonna take a little bit longer. We had a really nice inverse potential setup here. But let's kind of catch up with what the market is doing. Let's get an understanding. The market just opened not even 10 minutes ago, so obviously we hopefully have some time. Now I'm sure you guys know this. But we're kind of on a race against time today because you guys know we have FOMC. So the longer that we take to find a setup and the closer we get towards FOMC, the more potential chop we get due to pre-market FOMC. All right. Entry for longs at 97. I don't really see anything at 97. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are seeing at 97. There's pretty much nothing here unless you're talking about the 15 minute. No, I'm not seeing anything for 97. I don't know what you guys are seeing. 5 minute gap? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing a gap here. Yeah, there's no gap here, and if there was, it got filled here. If anything, send me a picture. Maybe you guys are looking at the wrong chart, or am I looking at the wrong chart? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Not even a wick at 97. Okay. But anyways, okay, so right now we're getting a little bit of okay, we understand why we pumped up quite hard. Um it's been my bad. It's mainly because of ES, it seems like. Because on NQ we took out 616. We're kind of dancing around this price, but when we took out 616, we went even lower into this 15-minute bullish rally gap and bounced, right? But at the same time, if you guys look at ES also hit this London low here, swept it, and is currently bouncing quite hard to the upside. Right, as you guys see, we're getting like a full-on DOL sweep plus reversal. I mean, almost reversal. You know, so yeah, so far we are sitting pretty bullish, although unfortunately we don't have any setups that we can really take, whether it's a continuation model or an inverse model. We had it, but not anymore. You know, we had a very nice, very nice bearish rally that we could have looked to inverse for sure. Just unfortunately we can't anymore because that gap just doesn't exist and it completely just gave out our entry model. You know, David. Oh, that's on TradeView. On TradingView, it's not showing me that setup. I'm not seeing that on TradingView. And you guys know I go with my setups based on TradingView. So I'm probably just, if anything, since I'm not seeing it on TradingView, I'm just gonna skip out on it on that one potentially, and just see what we have to work with anywhere nearby if we even form anything, right? Because as you can see, price is still kind of just dancing around the 616 level. So I mean, we don't know if we're really bullish or really bearish just yet because we're still trying to get the reaction. We're not getting it just yet. We're trying to. Right, so 1 second you guys might notice how we're pumping up above 616, and then the other second we're holding red below 616, giving us a bullish, then bearish, then bullish, then bearish, then bullish, and bearish bias. All right. So we're gonna give the market a few minutes to really decide what it wants to do here. We'll see in what direction it wants to give more aggression / pressure into. And depending on which direction it wants to choose, we will go based off that with our bias and if we can form even a setup. All right, because you guys know, like I said, today we're kind of on a time, time crunch, rush against time, whatever, or race against time. Because remember, guys, today is FOMC minutes. Now, last night I did ask you guys, hey, which one do you guys want? Morning session or the pre-market, the PM session for FOMC, and a lot of you guys voted for the morning session, which is why we're on right now, right? So if we don't get a setup by 10, I'm gonna say 10:30, I'll probably try to trade FOMC later today, right? Because guys, anything going forward from 10:30 is when the market with enough data that you guys know I've been trading for quite a bit of time. I've traded a lot of FOMC days. I've noticed that typically after 10:30 to 11, the market tends to really slow down until FOMC starts, right? That's called the pre-FOMC chop. You guys have probably heard me say it quite a few times in the past, quite a few times yesterday. That's what it's known for, right? Pre-FOMC chop. Pretty much what that means is the whole market is anticipating what FOMC is going to do, what's going to happen, what report is going to come out, the numbers and everything, and no investor is interested in buying in or getting out, right? Which tends to make the markets a lot slower because obviously no one is buying, no one's selling, all right? So yeah, after 10:30, if we don't get a setup, I'll probably just take like a little breather from the charts and probably come back later. Keyword probably. I do have to do some stuff today. So I will see if I have some time to trade, but if I do find the time, then I'll try to trade FOMC. All right, I'll try. Keyword try. All right, but for now, I'm going to be focused on the morning session. I'm going to see if I can get anything cooking up here. Hopefully I can because I really want to get a setup into open so I don't have to worry about the markets for the entire day. But realistically, the only setup that I kind of only have to trade with, whether I'm bullish or bearish, is kind of this this bullish FEG down here. That's if I want to trade NQ. I'm seeing a lot of you guys are saying that let me see. Let me see. Try to find the time. Isn't this your only job? No, actually, it's not. I have to not only do I have my own life, bro. You know, I have to go pick up stuff and take care of stuff. But trading is not the only thing I do. It might seem like it to you guys, obviously, but no, I do other stuff as well. David, are you looking at the 1 minute time frame? No, no, I'm not. I'm not really interested on the 1 minute. I think we should trade FOMC instead. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because remember, trading FOMC is it's fun, right? It's fun, but it's not the safest. It's definitely not the safest in terms of risk. Obviously, you guys know we won't be trading any charts. We're just gonna be trading, kind of just gambling to see what Powell says and the market reaction, and hope that it continues going in that way as we trade it. You know what I mean? So, so yeah. David, are you gonna be trading Friday? No, I will not be trading Friday. But yeah, so far it seems like we're kind of holding bullish. You guys were mentioning that we do have a gap on ES. I'm not really seeing anything on ES though in terms of a gap, unless it's this one. No, it's only 5 points. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been mentioning a lot of setups that I'm not really seeing. So I'm not sure. Last is court virtual tomorrow. Oh, okay. So about that. So I called yesterday. Turns out I didn't do anything. I feel like I think like a few months ago I got pulled over on my jet ski and I didn't have my registration on me, and the guy automatically took me to court. I don't remember like requesting court or anything, but I guess so. So today I have to go drive 40 minutes to the marina after I'm done trading to go pick up the registration to go to then take it tomorrow. And I'm asking them. I'm like, hey, it's just a piece of paper. Like, can I not just do it through Zoom and just get it taken care of in like 2 seconds? And they're like, no, unfortunately, we stopped doing Zoom because it's not professional. Like, bro, it's such a waste of time, bro. It's like the same thing, whether I'm on Zoom or in person. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you guys are in Florida, from what I know in Florida, they completely stopped doing Zoom. They completely turned it off. Like they're not never doing it again, apparently. And they're going back to in-person things, right? Because apparently the whole reason why they did it was because of quarantine. But that was like 5 years ago. So I don't know, bro. I don't know why they're stopping it. It's really stupid. But yeah, so today after I'm done trading, I have to go drive 30, 40 minutes to the marina, pick up the piece of paper, then come back home with traffic, and then tomorrow go at 9 in the morning. Oh, bro, I don't get a break, bro. So yeah, over a piece of paper, bro. Um, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, right now, looking back at the market, we are quite pumping up quite a bit, which is good, a little bit because we don't. I mean, it's good because we have a bullish bias and a clear read in the market on where we want to go, which is clearly at 720, right? We have room into it. The thing is we don't really have too much of a setup to really trade anywhere. Not on ES, not on NQ, not on the 1 minute time frame, not on the 5 minute time frame, not on the 15 minute time frame. So that's a little bit annoying because I would have loved to take an inverse off this gap here, and we would have been up already over a 1-to-1 if this gap would have held. But unfortunately, it didn't want to hold literally 1 minute before it closed. So that's very unfortunate. And like I said, we don't have anything on the 1 minute that we can possibly inverse. We did have a 1 minute retracement. Even I don't even know if this was a gap. It was a gap. I wasn't even paying attention to that one. And not that I really like the 1 minute either way. So I'm not really too worried about that one. But yeah, there's not much that I can really look to take here just yet. Um, you took it, yeah, off the 1 minute. Yeah, it's not bad. You guys know me in the 1 minute. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I don't really prefer it. I'm sure there'll be like another setup hopefully soon, if not during FOMC. But for now, I'm not really seeing too much in terms of an inverse or a continuation. I know that we have a continuation here, but I wouldn't have taken it either way because I think we didn't bounce 35 points. Yeah, we would have bounced a lot more. So we would have had a very late entry here, which is also not very ideal for you guys and for me as well. I'm not trying to be risking too much. But yeah, I guess for now, guys, is kind of just give the market a little bit more time. Let's see if we can even hold bullish. If we don't end up holding bullish, we can always go back bearish below 616 and potentially look to inverse this 15-minute gap here. All right, guys. But yeah. But yeah. So yeah, so far, I mean, it's not really like the market is really doing much. Surprise. We haven't been doing anything all week. Hence why it's Wednesday and we've only gotten one trade this week, right? Which was a good trade, if you ask me. But still, I mean, it's just very slow. Is the 5 minute fair value gap on ES valid? I don't think we have one on ES. Yeah, I don't know where you guys are seeing these gaps. I'm not seeing any gap anywhere. Eight. I'm not really seeing any gaps on the 5, 15 minute, anything. So I'm not sure. It's 39.5 points on what? Like I said, I'm not seeing any gaps. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are seeing here. There's no gap here. There's no gap anywhere. Yeah, there's no setups anywhere. I don't know. I don't know. Unless I don't know. Unless I'm blind or something. Last oh no, I know I was on ES, obviously. I was looking at ES as well because you guys were mentioning a gap on ES, but there's nothing here either. There's nothing here on the 15 minute. There's nothing here. There's nothing on the 5 minute on NQ. It just looks like a choppy mess. And on the 15 minute, it's even worse. You know, there's really nothing either. It's just wicks everywhere. So yeah. I guess it's just wait it out, you know. Yeah, that's not a gap right there, bro. First of all, that candle is I don't think that candle is big enough in the first place. Yeah, this candle is 32 points, and even if it was over 40 points for it to be a valid imbalance, half of the candle is just mainly made of wicks, so it just wouldn't be as valid either way. Let's see, ES has a gap there. Maybe I'm not seeing that gap. Let me see. Oh, I do see it. Okay, yeah, you guys are right. How many points is it though? It's only 7 points, so it's not really too much of an imbalance there, you know? So I'm probably just gonna skip out on this one too. It's not really too much of a gap either way, you know? So now I get what you guys are saying, but I was about to say, like, there's no candle here that's really calling my attention or really grabbing my eye, but no, you know? Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. The market is slowing down again, bro. I'm hoping that after FOMC today, um, the markets are able to really recover some momentum, you know, due to FOMC, and really just give us the price action that we got last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. You guys know, like the 100 point per candle type of volume. I prefer that any day other than this garbage, bro. Like this entire week, bro, it's just been just it's like the first 2 or 3 opening candles are super good, and then it just goes to shit, bro. Why are we trading pre-FOMC chop? Oh, it hasn't really started. The market just opened. For me, I typically anytime I trade before FOMC starts, it's typically until 10:30, and then I get off if I don't find anything. And the market's like, I want to say we have volume. I mean, yeah, we're averaging 40 points per candle on average. Yeah, 53 points. Then we have 70 points. So we have volume. It's just the momentum is not really there yet. So like I said, I'm gonna give it until 10:30. If I don't find anything by 10:30, I'm gonna take care of my business, see if I can get back in time for FOMC, and then start up another live trading by then, which I'm sure I will. Because if I get off at 10:30 and I go straight to the marina and take care of all the paperwork and everything, I should be able to get back by 2 for sure. Um, to trade FOMC. That's why I told you guys I'll try to trade FOMC today, but obviously no promises. You know what I mean? Things can always get in the way. But I should be able to today. So if anything, guys, today expect 2 streams. If we don't get a trade soon in the next 40 minutes, expect another stream later today. All right, guys. But yeah, so far we're getting a little bit of more selling pressure kicking in here. So hopefully we're able to hold below 616, because if we're able to hold below a bearish bias, we should be able to get a setup without having to form one, because we've already had one formed a few days ago, right? On Thursday last week. Yeah, we've had a fair value up here since Thursday that we have been bouncing from on the 5 minute time frame, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, on the 5 minute time frame that we've been bouncing from not one, not two, not three, but 4 times today. So if we can inverse this very respected gap, I'm sure we can get ourselves a nice trade as long as the volume looks good at least. You know what I mean? Yeah. Why have the markets been shit? Bro, it's just market conditions, bro. They come and go. They come and go. You know, some days the markets will be very good. Some days the markets will be very bad. There's no way in really telling when it's gonna change, when it's gonna happen. It's just you have to react to it, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, lately, you guys remember last week we had a killer week, and then this week it just went to being super slow. You know. Anyways, let me see. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember December last year being this choppy, bro. Trust me, bro. December last year was probably worse, bro. December has a very good history of being known for being very choppy. It's the biggest holiday thing for the markets. You guys know the markets will be closed for like 3 days of the week this month because of New Year's, Christmas Eve, early closes. You guys get the deal, right? So a lot of chop always comes around during December. And if I'm not mistaken, that's when the quarter also ends. So it tends to get very choppy, you know. Last year is the reason why I'm not trading this December. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm also not going to be trading the last week of December. Um, I've had a very bad history in the past trading the last week. Every single time that I try, it's always bad, bro. So this year, I'm probably just gonna take it easy. Maybe do some commentary. Maybe not trade for myself, and maybe come back better next year. You know. But yeah. So from the second of December, no trade. Yeah, maybe for that week, I'll probably still trade. I'll be on, of course. I mean, I have to run this Discord. You know what I mean? I can't just leave you guys with no content. But I'll probably just take it a little bit easier. Maybe size a lot lighter. Because I did lose a lot last year. Trading the last week of December. But yeah. Let me see. David, it looks like a cash day today. I mean, I don't want to say just yet. I mean, not only do we have FOMC now, coming up soon, but we have some movement coming in. Hopefully, we're getting a little bit more pressure here. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let me see. We got a lot of room for the downside. Yeah, we do. I mean, we do have some levels in. We have two levels of deal well inside of this 5 minute gap here, which could cause a problem. Could. It all depends on the pressure, right? So if we slowly grind down into these two levels of liquidity, then yeah, it could be a big probability in getting a deal well sweep followed with the reversal. But if we just shoot down with no questions asked, we can for sure get an inverse here and hold below this 551 level and really work lower. All right. So yeah. How do I get a refund? You gotta DM me. You gotta DM me and see what the issue was, and I'll let you know. Will you also not trade the following week after Christmas week? No, I'll trade. I'll trade. It's just the Christmas week. It's known to be very, very choppy. The update for the indicator come out already? Not yet. We're probably gonna get it sometime this week, if not early next week. Uh, oh yeah, I know that we're on the 1 minute gap. I'm not really gonna use it. Even if you do get a 1 minute inverse, you're gonna be trading inside of another 15 or 5 minute gap down there. So yeah. What's the update? There's a lot of things going on. It's gonna take me forever to explain it all. So yeah. How do you get the indicator? Sorry, no needs to be sorry. You can find it here. Liking shorts if we hold below 551. Yeah, I agree with you. But we need pressure. Right now we're getting something that we can work with, but obviously we want it to be a lot more consistent, right? Because we don't want to get chopped out. We also don't want to get faked out. Last entry for longs at 630. I don't want to see longs until we hold consistently above 616. Plus, we don't have any setup for longs either way, which is why I didn't like longs in the first place. Even though we were bullish for quite some time into market open, there's not much that you can really do here for longs. For shorts, on the other hand, although we don't have the most consistent momentum, if we're able to get it, we can definitely work with this 5 minute fair value gap over here, right, into lower. And I know from afar it might seem like we already filled it, but if you really zoom in, we never really technically filled this gap all the way, so we can still use it. Right? It's like one little tick there, but it's still enough, in my opinion. At least for an inverse, The question is can we really sell though? Because right now it's kind of like we're just dancing around this level here. On the 1 minute time frame, the indicator is in shorts. Yeah, because whichever time frame you're on, the indicator is going to try to find a setup on that time frame with the given confirmations and give you an entry, right? So keep that in mind. So if you're on the 5 minute, it won't be showing shorts because it doesn't find a gap on the 5 minute. But if you're on the 1 minute and there's a gap, then yeah, it'll be seeing shorts because obviously we're holding below 616, confirming a bearish bias. Enough selling pressure, the volume looks good. We're inversing the 1 minute. We have room for lower. You get the point, right? On the 5 minute, yeah, we're bearish. As long as we hold below 616 at least. But there's no gap anywhere, right? So there's not much I can really take. Plus, I never really suggest trading the 1 minute. It's way too messy. There's too much going on, which is why I'm not even bothering to mention it. So I'm just waiting to see if we can really hold below this 5 minute gap here on the 5 minute or 15 minute time frame to work with it. But for now, there's not much to really do. 10 a.m. approaching. Maybe we get some motion. Remember, the closer that we get to FOMC, the choppier we get. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm gonna give it until 10:30 today. If I don't find any setup or any movement by 10:30, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna do my stuff. Get it all taken care of. And come back by 2 p.m. EST to do another stream to trade FOMC with you guys. All right. Now, obviously, if you guys are gonna be trading FOMC with me, please know the risk. It's gonna be one of the riskiest, if not the riskiest trade that we're gonna take for the entire month. All right, guys. So yeah, keep that in mind. Are there any books that you recommend on trading? I actually don't really read. There's only so much that a book or a YouTube video or a course can do. It Take it from me, I've been there, done that. Um, it's all about screen time. Now, obviously, a book and everything else and videos and everything can help you, but it won't really like make you like a whole different trader and a whole different person. You know what I mean? It could probably just help you a little bit more with discipline and tips on what successful traders did to really, get a grasp for the markets, But there's no book out there that'll be like, oh guys, so I trade at 9:15 in the morning with a gap fill. You know what I mean? No. It's just gonna tell you like some discipline rules and consistency and all that stuff. So if you feel like you need help with that, I've heard trading like KK said, trading in the zone is one of if not the best books out there for trading. But like I said, it kind of just covers more mindset than anything. Don't open up a book and be like, oh, I can't wait to learn about fair value gaps and draw liquidity. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, you know. Yeah, I was mostly looking for psychology. Yeah, so that should be the book for you. That book should help you out quite a bit. You know what I mean? And there's a lot more books out there. Now I don't know personally because I don't read them. I don't really read in general. So yeah, but a lot of people have that book, bro. The 1 minute time frame. What type was that, bro? What the heck? Yeah, bro. Where are you getting that setup from? Literally YouTube future psychology, and you'll get a ton of videos. Oh, yeah, bro, there's like a million ways to go about it, bro. You can learn it by yourself. You can find it by yourself. A lot of people find their own mindset or like find consistency and discipline in their mindset by themselves. I was one of them. For me, the one thing that helped me was, dude, a consistent routine at the gym, bro. Best thing ever, bro. Let me see. Best way to learn is by doing stuff by yourself. 100%, bro. I agree with that. Over any book, over any video out there, over any course out there, bro. Learning everything with trial and error by yourself. Obviously, these things can really help you save a little bit of time, but it won't help you find your edge in the markets, in yourself, or anything. Um, because you have to. I feel like you have to physically live through something to really learn it. If not, like no book out there will show you or help you with experience. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that. I feel like you have to do it by yourself, and you have to fall over and over and over and over and over and over again for you to learn it. The hard way. Blast, what do you think of this trade if it holds below 616 on the 5 minute short? The indicator is showing 8 out of 10. It's not bad, bro. I really like the setup, and especially knowing that wait, 616. Wait, I'm not seeing anything on 616. I don't know what you guys are seeing on 616. There's literally nothing here. And even if there was, kind of avoid it because of the volume. That's the one that I was gonna say. I thought you were talking about the setup at 551. Because this setup, yeah, it looks good. It's a very, 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 very respected fair value gap. I haven't really seen a fair value gap get this respected in a long time. You know what I mean? Especially off the 5 minute. But yeah, one thing I was gonna say is, yeah, the setup looks really, really good. I really like it, and I would be really very open to trading it if the volume wasn't so bad. Let's hop off. I already said, bro, 10:30. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get off any earlier just in case the market does something. Hey David, after taking a loss, would you recommend to de-risk a bit until you have made it? It depends on your account size. Yeah, if you feel very uncomfortable or very tilted in the first place, you should probably just get off and take a breather. But if not, you can always just try to get another setup with a lighter size, heavier size, same size, whatever. It's all personal preference. For me, I personally, when I take a loss, I personally size heavier. But remember, I do have a little bit of a built-up buffer, so I can afford a little bit more. But obviously, that might not be the case for everyone, and you guys might have to size less, maybe avoid the trade. A few things. All right, so it's all personal preference. David, revenge trades? No. If a setup doesn't work out for me, I'll try to find another setup, and if one comes along, I'll just take that setup with a little bit more heavier size. I've always done that. David, I have a serious question about your mental when it comes to trading. How long, bro? All right, bro. Anyways, David, when's your birthday? I don't really say all that stuff out there. Um, but it passed. It passed. I like to keep my life kind of personal, which is why I don't really post too much on Instagram or anything like that. Can you get my social security? Yeah, bro. Of course. David, serious question. Do you think it'll be worse? Wait. Okay, let me see. An actual serious question. You know what I mean? People say serious questions and tell me some BS. Well, wait for the setup, of course. Let me see. David, serious question. Do you think it's worth getting funded instead of real presents for Christmas? Because one payout is like enough to make anything you would have gotten during Christmas. Um, I guess. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why not? I mean, yeah. That is not bad. David, 20K in less than a month, bro. Post on the payout channel, bro. I'm gonna get you that payout, bro. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Payout, bro. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna get off just yet, but it is gonna look like we're gonna have to trade FOMC today, bro. Oh my god, bro. It's like we were on such a good streak, bro, for like weeks, bro, for like 4 weeks, and now we're back to slow markets, bro. Dude, it's Wednesday. We've only caught one trade this week, which is not a bad thing. It's really not. You know what I mean? But dude, I want some action. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, bro, it's like, dude, we're not doing anything, bro. Again, I've been cash all week, bro. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I mean, like I said, bro, it's not a bad thing, bro. I know a lot of people in here are probably gonna be like, oh, but dude, you're so slow. Like, why can't you get me any trades? Well, the one thing I always say, bro, is if you guys are here, bro, you guys are here to learn discipline, learn when to trade, when not to trade, and so on, bro. We're not here to trade every day. You know what I mean? If there's no opportunity, we're not gonna take it. I mean, obviously, there's no opportunity to take. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. Just curious, how long have you had your Apex account for? Oof, quite a few months now, actually. Quite a few months. Yo, David, every time I hit 52K, I started losing streak. If you feel like it's more of a psychological thing, try sizing a little bit less, or maybe taking like a little bit of a breather from the market. Like there's never anything wrong with a little break, bro. Maybe you feel like too overwhelmed, too much pressure on you, and you start forcing out trades, getting out early, and so on. So if you feel like that's the case, bro, there's nothing wrong with taking like a few days off, resting your mind, and preparing yourself for the next other half of the account so you can request a payout, bro. So yeah, bro, just take a little bit of a break, bro. 1, 2 days, get your mind right, get your mind ready, and bro, just get at it, bro. If you can get to 52K, bro, you can do it again for the payout. You know what I mean? You'll be fine. And here comes CTD again with the same question, bro. Okay, so I want to say I don't know if this question is real, but I feel like I'm gonna answer it because I do feel like a lot of you guys might be thinking it. I hope not. But someone said, "Bro, David, answer me please. Do you think I should leave my girl to get better at my trading?" Now, I know you're probably trolling, but there's people out there that might have an actual question like that. Now, obviously, I'm not a therapist. I don't do relationship advice, but I feel like if in general, like with any business out there, if you have a girlfriend that's like holding you back, or any friends in general that are holding you back, then I don't know. I don't want to say, but do you get what I'm saying, bro? Like a girlfriend is always supposed to like improve you, like help you do better for yourself. You know what I mean? So if she's holding you back, bro, and you feel like it is, then maybe don't break up with her, but try taking like a little break, um, and see how that goes. That's what I would do at least. If a girl was holding me back, but yeah, I know I don't know if you were trolling or serious about that. But yeah. What about my wife? Oh, dude, you should have been known if a girl was holding you back before you asked her to marry you, bro. Come on now, bro. But yeah, no, I'm serious about it though. Like for real. If any of your friends, family, or girl, or boyfriend, or whatever, I don't know what you guys like, bro. Um, if you feel like they're holding you back, then obviously there's priorities. You know what I mean? Whether you want to become a better person for yourself, your business, your trading, whatever it is, bro, school or your career, whatever. You know what I mean? It's probably give it a time. Just go to Colombia. All right, bro. Bro, I've never met a gay day trader. You're actually right, bro. I've never, at least not one online, bro. Not one on social media. Look in the mirror. All right, bro. Real funny, bro. Let me see. Let me see. Someone said here, David, serious question. Okay, so we're getting a lot of serious questions here. How much money do you think would be a good amount to quit a job to go into full time day trading? I don't think there's a specific amount. Look, if you're gonna do it, I would say at least have a 6 month emergency fund. There's no amount of money that I feel like would be good enough to quit your job. But if you feel like your job is holding you back from doing what you love, and you feel like you can better improve yourself if you completely quit your job and do this full time, obviously I'm not gonna tell you not to. Obviously, there's a big risk but big reward to it. But at least have a 6 month emergency fund, which means that if anything goes wrong, at least you have 6 months to really take care of yourself, right? So if you feel like your monthly expenses is 2,000 a month or something, at least have 2 times 6, which is 12. So have $12,000 worth of an emergency fund, you know. So I feel like that would be pretty good, and give yourself 6 months to really see. Obviously, I would imagine that if you're quitting your job to go into full time day trading, you would have some consistency already. You know what I mean? Like what you're doing. It's just your job is holding you back, right? Please don't quit your job if you're just getting into trading. Please don't, right? But yeah, if you feel like you've been trading for quite some time and you just can't improve yourself and really break that barrier to really go into the next level because of your job or school or whatever, just at least give yourself an emergency fund, right? So if anything goes wrong, at least you have 6 months to really catch yourself back, maybe find a new job, maybe get your old job back or whatever, and you're back on track. You know what I mean? But yeah. How long did it take for you to become profitable and hit your first ever 5 figure month? I actually ended up hitting my first ever 5 figure month trading futures. With options, I was consistently making a few thousand a month. Not anything crazy, crazy. But yeah, I was making, when I was trading options, I was like 16, 17 years old, so I didn't really need all that much money. Because I was still in high school, I wasn't really paying rent or anything, or any bills in general. It was just my car that I had, which I paid in cash for at the time. Um, so I was pretty comfortable doing options, but it took me a few years actually to hit my first ever 5 figure month. If I'm not mistaken, it was sometime 2 years ago, if anything. 2 years ago, maybe around there. Around there. But yeah, it was when I started copy trading Apex accounts. That's when I saw my first ever 5 figure month, and I'm like, wow, my life is changing, bro. So yeah, everything in trading comes with time. You Yo, all right, bro. Marcel, good question. I can't really answer it, bro, but good question. Good question. Next question. All right. How much did you make when I was 17 per month? I was probably making like 17. When I was 17, I was in high school. That was 3 years ago. I'm 20 right now, but that was 3 years ago. That's crazy, bro. Okay, so when I was 17, I was probably making like 4K a month consistently, with options and all that stuff. And nothing from Discord actually, surprisingly, because my Discord wasn't really. I had like maybe 20 members back then, on average. So I was probably making like a few $100 from Discord. But from trading, I was making like two on a bad month, 4K on a really good month on average. And then I heard about futures from my friend Lanto. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, let me try it out, bro. And ever since then, bro, I've never looked back, bro. I see. David, serious question about David, serious question. How do you do taxes when it comes to trading? How big are you? Oh, wait, yo, I didn't mean to read that part, bro. What, bro? Anyways, okay, let me read the first half of that. How do you do tasks when it comes to trading? Okay, I don't know why you have to add that. Bro, got him, bro. You got me, bro. You got me. All right, bro. Anyways, so I don't even know if that question was real, bro. But yeah, bro. When I'm not even gonna bother answering, bro. Okay, we have another serious question here. Okay, let's see. In the meantime, guys, we're still waiting. We're kind of chopping up a little bit here. Like I said, if we don't get anything by 10:30, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go to the marina, get the paper, come back, trade during and live trade during FOMC. All right, guys. So yeah, today I know I made you guys vote yesterday for one stream and one stream only, but today I'm gonna do both because why not? You know what I mean? I gotta get a trade going, bro. At least one. You know. Serious question. A few months ago, I made a list with all of my goals that I wanted to reach this year. For example, having 5 PA accounts. I feel every single goal except getting a payout, and I'm kind of under pressure because I might not get it. Do you think I should keep trying to reach the goal or just say fuck it? Okay, so obviously, okay, look, in my opinion, bro, goals are good to feel proud of yourself. But they don't really like do anything. You know, you're not gonna get like a trophy because you got a payout this year. You know what I mean? It's not like that. You know, so definitely don't. If you worked for months for these PA accounts and everything, you're getting close to a payout. Don't throw it all away because you're not hitting it by the end of December. There's no difference if you get a payout now and in a month from now. I mean, there's really no difference. You're still gonna get a payout either way. So for me, bro, in my opinion, bro, and you guys can disagree with me all you want, but this is just how I think. I personally think that goals are they do more harm than good. At least certain goals. For example, if you give yourself a goal to make X amount of money every single week from trading, what tends to happen when you have a really good week but you didn't hit that goal? Same way how Edvin is going, right? He had a goal of getting PA accounts and getting a payout. He got the PA accounts, but since he didn't get the payout, he starts forcing out trades to go ahead and get that payout. And anything forced, you guys know the saying that I always say, you know, with the fart, right? Um, you're just gonna force it out. And it's gonna be shit. You know what I mean? So same thing goes with having goals, weekly goals in terms of profit, right? Let's say, for example, your weekly goal every single week is making $2,000 a week, right, from trading, right, with all of your copying accounts or whatever, right? And let's say you made 1.5K this week, right? And today is Friday, right, for example, right? And you're like, damn, bro, like I really want to hit this goal of $2,000, but there's no setup. I'm up 1,500. Let me take a little trade here. You take a loss, you get tilted because there's no setup. You take another loss, and then boom, your profits are gone. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. In my opinion, bro, do not like. It's good to have an idea of where you want to be at, but never rush it. Never use goals to rush it in a timely manner, bro. Never, ever, ever. All right, bro. Am I gonna stream FOMC? I am. Yes, I am gonna be trading FOMC. Or well, I'm gonna try to stream FOMC. Like I said, at 10:30, I'm gonna quickly go get ready, head out to the marina. It's like a 30-minute drive. Um, I look, you want to take out the jet ski. I'm not gonna have to. Nah, that can wait. I have to stream FOMC, bro. So yeah, I'm not gonna take it out, but I do have to go to the marina, pick up the piece of paper, and come back home, prepare for FOMC. I should be home in time. If it's 30-minute drive over there and probably like a 50-minute drive back because of traffic on the way back, I'll probably be back home by like 12, which will give me like a 2-hour thing. Yeah, I should be able to stream FOMC. But yeah, let me see. I'm gonna be at work during FOMC. If this is a good setup, anyone want to do me a favor and send me an update? Don't worry, I'll try. I'll try my best. I'll do it. All right. But yeah, look, I think you're new to the premium. If you're new to trading, maybe don't trade FOMC. It's not the most beginner friendly thing out there. So yeah, if anything, bro, you can come back tomorrow. You know what I mean? Now, guys, tomorrow. Now that I have a lot of you guys in here, not everyone, but a lot of people, guys, tomorrow. Unfortunately, some unexpected things happened. I will be live trading tomorrow, but I will be late to the stream. I don't know how late I'll be, but I'll be late. Unfortunately, you know, you can thank the state, right? For some reason, I had to go to court for like 2 hours, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. Hopefully less. But at minimum an hour, minimum, to go show a piece of paper that the jet ski's mine. When I even showed the cop, I remember when it was, I showed the cop on my phone. I'm like, hey, look, this is my registration. Apparently, it's not enough. You need a physical piece of paper, which I don't know what type of law that is, but it's the most stupid law out there. So yeah, I have to go take care of that. If not, I'm gonna go to jail, bro. Or actually, no, I'm probably just gonna have to pay a fee, which I'm not trying to do. You know. So yeah, tomorrow at 9 in the morning, I do have to be at the little courthouse thing or whatever. Hopefully I can finish by then. But regardless, it's still a 30-minute drive plus traffic. Oh, bro, it's like I don't get a break, bro. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm probably gonna be live by like 10, maybe 10:30. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. David, how did you manage your PAs to get consistent 20K payouts? Build a buffer first, enough for you to be able to afford losses before you request a payout, and then just keep requesting payouts and then just slowly build it up. You guys see it. All right, look, when you guys watch Karabi, Blantor, any big trader out there like Desi, Brian, all these people out there, if you know them, right? You guys see that they're requesting these huge payouts, bro. We're talking like 40, 100, $1 million payouts, right? Because of Alonso, right? But the thing is, for me, bro, I like to be consistent with what I'm making, bro. I promise you guys, I don't spend money, right? I'm not trying to overdo myself either. You know what I mean? So for me, I've built enough of a buffer on my account to the point where I can just keep, if I keep trading 8 days, I can just keep requesting. And that's why you guys see me every single day. I'm happy with $200 in profit, because $300 times 8 days, that's another payout right there. You know what I mean? So I'm not aiming for like these big home run $2,000 days, $5,000 days. I don't really care about that. You know what I mean? I'm happy with $200 days per account, and it adds up. You know what I mean? Someone said you're true. That's why. All right, bro. Bro, all right, bro. Um, Serious question. What's the purpose of a buffer? Can you explain? Well, a buffer, it's kind of like, okay, I know a lot of you guys in here, I like to use this example. May not be the best example out there, but a lot of you guys in here are young, right? I'm sure you guys have played Minecraft, right? Before you think of the Ender Dragon as a payout, right? And hear me out, hear me out. Think of the Ender Dragon as a payout. Before you get to the Ender Dragon, what are you doing? Right? You're pretty much building up armor, right? You have to get iron armor. I don't know if you get gold armor, but then you go from iron to diamond, and then from diamond to netherite, and then from netherite you enchant it, and then when you enchant it, you go fight the Ender Dragon, right? Right? No, I'm being serious, bro, because this is the way that you guys understand, bro. All right. So think about it the same way in trading. You got a brand new account, right? You just load into the world, brand new PA account. What do you do first? Are you gonna go fight the Ender Dragon? Are you gonna go straight into a payout and full port? No. You're gonna build up a buffer. You're gonna build up the account a little bit, right? You're gonna make some money here and there, some consistent money, right? Before requesting a payout, you're gonna keep making money in the account, get it to I like to say 54,000, maybe 54.5, maybe $55,000 in profits. And once you get to that point, you could start requesting consistent payouts. Once you get that $2,000 payout, you trade for the next 8 days. Try to aim for $300 days here and there, 300, 400, 500, $500 days, and you request another payout. You do that same process. Request another payout. Do that same process. What do you guys see me doing on stream every single day? We snipe 35, 40, 50, 60 point trades. We make $300 to $500 per day, right? And you do that consistently, and you just keep stacking up those payouts, bro. I did have to close my eyes for 2 seconds to do start talking about, bro. No, it's how I think about it, bro. I mean, it's a good example, right? Right? I think it is. Ever heard of speed runs? Well, yeah, at that point, just full port, bro. Yeah, if you're gonna be a speed runner, bro, that's like full porting. You know what I mean? That's you full porting to speed run into a payout. You know. Blast, are we closing the charts for now? Come back later. Yeah, probably. We haven't done anything, bro. So, how do you enter creative mode? Just apply at Apex, bro. You have to apply to Apex. That's the only way, bro. that's the only way, bro. What are you gonna be sizing for FOMC? Probably like 3 to 5 micros, bro. 3 to 5 micros. Dude, David, if you post an announcement at the end of the week saying we just had one of the craziest weeks, dude, I don't. Next round. I mean, dude, if we get a crazy trade today and tomorrow, bro, then maybe. But yeah, bro. I love you too, mama, bro. Much love, bro. Much love. How long did it take you to build a buffer? Quite a bit actually, like a few months. But in those few months, I was requesting tiny payouts. David, why don't you do all 20 accounts? Because I'm not really too comfortable. Like I said, I'm happy with what I make. I like to have those accounts as a backup plan, because you never know. You really never know. Let me see. Yo, David, do you watch anime? No. I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV shows. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Either I'm just stupid, or I just don't have the attention span for it, bro. I think TikTok dead ass fried my brain, bro. Because dude, I can't sit through half of an episode of anything and just. Bro, just doom scrolls, dead ass, bro. 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 Oh no, bro. David, would you say it's smart to not start a job and go full time into trading if you're averaging about 5K a week? Yeah. If you're averaging, keyword averaging 5K a week, which means you're doing 5K consistently, you don't need a job, bro. Because all the job is gonna do at that point, bro, is not only slow you down, but also take your money, bro. Because you're pretty much risking 5K for trading your time to make what's a good pay per week for a job an actual like job, like 1,000 a week maybe. Like a good, I'm talking about a good job, bro. Like 1,000 after taxes, yeah, like 1,000, 1.2K on average. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not reading that, bro. What time should we come back for the evening stream? There's no, like 2 p.m. 2 p.m. should be a pretty good time. Oh, wait. Actually, wait. Okay, so you guys know how we've been live trading the last 3 FOMCs in the past. And you guys know how I start the stream at 2 p.m. EST, but I don't trade until 2:30. Would you guys just want me to start a stream at 2:30 instead of 2 and not watch the little movement thing, whatever? Or do you guys want me to start at 2? I say 2:30 or 2:20 is way better, yeah? 2:20 because we're not gonna take a trade at 2. I know FOMC starts at 2, but that statement, Powell doesn't start speaking until 2:30, which is when the actual move that we trade happens, right? So I might just 2:20 should be a good time because it gives us enough time to join, prepare, get ready, do all that stuff. And then Powell starts speaking, and then we go from there at 2:30. So let's stream at 9:30. All right, bro. Just stream all day? Nah, bro. I've done that once and once only, bro. But I didn't want to stream for the whole month ever again, bro. You David, since everyone considers December as a shit trading month, when does the market go back to normal? Typically when the quarter ends, which is when January starts, if I'm not mistaken. So we're in the last month of the fourth quarter. So yeah, starting January, it typically tends to smoothen up a little bit, but obviously every year is different. So we'll see. Does it look like we're catching a trade this morning? Yeah, bro. It's just pure chop again, bro. Are you really surprised? But yeah. What symbol are we moving to? We will be moving to the symbol. Let me see. Okay, so on the 16th of December. Okay, so guys, on the 16th of December, we're going from NQZ to NQH 2026. So we're moving over to the 2026 contracts. All right, guys. So on the 16th of December, it's currently the 10th of December. On the 16th, in 1 week from now, we're gonna be moving from trading MNQZ 5 into MNQH 6. All right, guys, we're moving over to 2026 contracts, bro. This year was really fast. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, we're moving over to 2026 contracts, guys, on the 16th of December. All right, so write it down on your thing. What's the difference? The difference is if you're gonna be trying to trade MNQZ contracts, you're not gonna get filled because no one is trading them. Those contracts expired. So it's a big difference. It's a big difference. Mike, I'm not gonna answer that, bro. So yeah, you guys need to switch into MNQH6. If you don't, you can't trade. Like it physically won't let you. All right. So yeah, just write it down. Honestly, guys, you don't have to write it down or anything. TradeAway automatically rolls you over. So you should be fine. Does Apex have a sale? I don't think so. I think it ended last night. No, they shouldn't have a sale. Yeah, no, they don't. No sale. No sale. Huh? Wait. Hi, the 90% off mega sale is live. Hold. Oh, nah, bro. Come on, Apex. What the hell? They said hold onto your slate because the September deal brings a huge holiday saving. All right, bro. 90% off ends on the 16th. I'm not seeing a discount on Apex unless they just did it. But why would they send an email before? I'm not seeing any discount here. Apparently, Apex is 90% off. Oh yeah, I just got the email too. Hi there. The 90% off mega sale is live. No, it's not. Can anyone check? It's still $84 for a PA. Oh no, you're asking someone else. I checked it, not live. Blood. There's no way they're edging us like that, bro. Dude, they're low-key smart, dude. They're doing 90% off before FOMC. These people, bro. Yeah, it's not live yet. Although they did send an email. I don't know if it was accidental or anything. But yeah, apparently they sent me an email as well saying Christmas game early at Apex. The 90% off sale is live. So yeah. Is anyone buying accounts right now? If so, can you guys let me know if it's live or not? Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. Oh damn. Okay, guys, Apex is 90% off. What the heck? Yeah, it's live. It's live. Oh shit. For how long? I think the 16th. Right? Let me read it to you guys. So let's see here. All evaluation site are priced at $196. Now 90% off, only $19. 90% of the first month, 50% of recurring. It shouldn't be recurring for anyone. It shouldn't take you more than a month to pass it. A lifetime PA fees. Christmas special is $84 all in. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, same price pretty much. Yeah. It seems like 90% off for everyone, I guess. They're pretty smart, bro. They're doing it the day of FOMC, bro. These people, bro. Now, I just hope that the Apex website doesn't really crash with the whole 90% off thing, bro. You guys know anytime they do a big discount like this, bro, it always crashes the website, bro. But yeah, 90% off, guys. Wow, okay. It crashed? Nah, don't tell me that, bro. I just refreshed it, bro. What do you mean, bro? Yeah, if you guys want to stack up some accounts and try to gamble them on FOMC and forward them, by all means, we will be live. All right, guys. So yeah. But yeah. David, go deal with your boat. Would you guys want me to get off for now and come back later? Yeah, let me see. Hold on. David, I know I troll a lot. But can you help me get my first payout? I mean, that's what I'm on every day, bro. Of course. I got a fresh PA account on Top Step. I made $140 on Monday with you. Do I just keep following your trades? Yeah, bro. I mean, if you feel like that's comfortable for you, bro, by all means do it, bro. Why not? How can they call them a lifetime PA fee if they offer resets after the sub period? Because those are resets for evals, not PAs. But yeah, guys. All right, I'm gonna go take care of the jet ski thing. You know, I have to go drive fucking 30 minutes. I'm gonna go take care of that, guys. Remember, Apex is 90% off right now. I'm gonna go take care of that. I will be back by 2 p.m. I will start the stream. Remember, guys, hold on. I'm going to start the stream at 2:20 p.m. EST. 2:20. All right, 2:20. All right, guys, I'm gonna start the stream at that time. We're gonna have 10 minutes to prepare. We're gonna see what Powell says. If it moves the markets, if it doesn't move the markets, if it does, we'll get a trade. If it doesn't, we'll stay cash. All right, guys, I want you guys to understand we're trading FOMC. This is not gonna be a regular market, not a regular setup. Whatever momentum we get, we trade into it. All right, so it's gonna be a lot riskier, but a lot more rewarding if we can get the right move. All right, guys. How much is the activation fee? I think I saw 84 or something. Wait, last question. Ask ahead, bro. Ask ahead. Okay, guys. We will be back at 2:20. Do you make more or less when trading FOMC than a regular setup? I make less because I size less. I'm not gonna be trading 10 micros on FOMC. Are you crazy? Unless I'm on an eval, then yeah, maybe. But on a PA account, I'll do like 3 to 5 micros. So although you're catching more of a bigger move, you're gonna be making less because you're sizing less and not risking as much. Unless you want to full port. If you want to do that, by all means, the AP accounts are 90% off. You know what I mean? So yeah. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm gonna go take care of this thing. And I'll see you guys literally in a few hours. All right, guys. So keep your notifications on. Remember, 2:20 we will be back on. All right. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you guys in a few hours. All right, guys. David, answer my. Bro, let me leave, bro. Let me see the last question, bro. Hold on. I can't even find your question, bro. Oh, David, should I get out of this trade? Dude, I don't know how the fuck you're trading this in the first place, bro. So probably, bro. But it's up to you, bro. If you took a trade, it's because you were seeing something. I'm not seeing anything myself, so I'm staying away from it, bro. I'll glory to God, 100 million%, bro. Always, always, always. But guys, no more question, bros. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go take care of the thing, and I'll be back by 2 p.m. All right, guys. No, wait. I'm gonna get off. Peace out, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace, peace, peace. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I will be streaming back on YouTube for FOMC later today with no delay. Don't worry, I will not delay the stream today. So if you guys are tuning into the stream, I will see you guys then. Remember, 2:20 p.m. EST. For now, I'm avoiding this market. I don't care if we get a setup. I do have to take care of some stuff. So I'm gonna go get that, and I'll be back. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a few hours. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace. I'll see you guys at 2:20. It's currently 10:35 at 2:20 p.m. EST. I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. Remember, no stream on you. No delay on YouTube for the stream today.